Most of us have encountered that one person who talks the loudest and gestures with absolute authority on a subject they clearly haven't studied. Psychology suggests the single biggest obstacle to developing real intelligence is the belief that you already know enough. This chart illustrates the paradox of certainty. Notice this steep early peak. It shows that people with the lowest level of actual knowledge often operate with absolute confidence, while those with deep expertise tend to question themselves. If we cannot rely on confidence as a metric for intelligence, we need a better way to identify when someone is faking depth. More importantly, we have to look for the signs that we might be falling into the same trap within our own psychology. Overconfidence without self-awareness creates a psychological blind spot, making it difficult to recognize where our own understanding actually ends. One of the first signs of this blind spot is the tendency to use loud confidence as a substitute for actual knowledge. This often manifests as someone leaning heavily on complex academic vocabulary during casual everyday conversations. The goal is to sound convincing to a casual observer, using big words to imply a depth of understanding that may not actually exist. This creates an intimidating facade of expertise, designed to discourage anyone from asking for a simpler explanation. However, this specific type of intellectual armor is incredibly brittle. A single foundational question shatters the illusion, as the person struggles to explain the core concepts beneath the surface-level jargon. When that facade is threatened, it often leads to the next sign: the compulsive need to be right about everything. These individuals approach every minor disagreement as a high-stakes competition that they must win to protect their ego. Highly intelligent people tend to approach conflict by internally asking, "What if I am wrong?" The faux smart ego is instead consumed by a different question: "How can I prove I'm right?" When the primary goal is protecting a self-image rather than discovering the truth, genuine intellectual growth comes to a halt. This lack of growth leads directly to intellectual stagnation, where curiosity effectively shuts down. They stop asking questions and refuse to consider new ideas because their brain registers any information that contradicts them as an active threat. When this false expertise leads to real-world failure, they use a third defense mechanism, deflecting blame to protect the ego. The fault is shifted outward, onto society, a teacher, or a boss, ensuring they never have to absorb the lessons that come from making a mistake. By carrying off curiosity and refusing accountability, these individuals sever the feedback loop required to learn, locking themselves in intellectual stagnation. Real intelligence is an active process, rather than a collection of facts you've already memorized. It means remaining open, questioning your own beliefs, and actively seeking out mistakes. The smartest person in the room is rarely the one projecting an aura of absolute certainty. The true marker of intelligence is having the psychological security to admit a lack of knowledge without feeling diminished. The most dangerous psychological state is the belief that there is nothing left for you to learn. Ultimately, the proof of a truly intelligent mind is the quiet courage to simply say, "I don't know."